What I'm about to tell you, chosen ones, will change your life in ways you can't even fathom. It is no coincidence that you are now seeing this video. You are experiencing a significant change in your life from this point on. Thus, God has sent you here for a purpose. You're being told by God to stop working. Yes, there will be no more hardships, financial concerns, or ceaseless effort. Now, it is God's responsibility, and He is taking over to handle everything. You are being invited to unwind and release the things that have been weighing you down. God is aware of your efforts and has seen your hardships. He is now leading you into a new era, one in which your necessities are satisfied, your finances are prosperous, and all of your dreams are already coming true. This is a heavenly intervention rather than just a change in perspective. To help us achieve 50,000 subscribers, stop this video and complete the following 3 actions. Press the like button, subscribe, and write a comment with the number 99. The energy of this movie will be amplified by this quantity, which will send a strong signal to the cosmos. And keep in mind that you will watch this video through to the conclusion if you are indeed a chosen one. It's time for you to relax. You've been selected. God is come to flood your life with plenty and turn you into a billionaire. You are no longer required to seek employment. Today is the last day to worry. Unwind and have faith in the process, because what is ahead is far more than you could have ever dreamed. Let's get started now. The difficulties you have endured for a long time are ending. You won't have to wear yourself out with never-ending job or worry about money anymore. Imagine living a life in which all of your needs are satisfied. Money comes into your life naturally, and all of the suffering and sacrifice you have gone through disappears. This is a reality that God has planned for you, not just a far-off fantasy. You don't need to aim for financial stability from this point on. Your trip has been taken over by God Himself, who will turn you into a multimillionaire. Consider the years you've put in a lot of effort at work, believing that it was never enough. It seems as if you were caught in a never-ending loop of failure, disappointment, and setbacks. However, you are selected today. The battle is gone, and a prosperous and easy future is emerging in its stead. The richness that awaits you is much more than you could have ever dreamed, and the burden is being removed. You are about to enter a new era when achieving the money you want will not need the same amount of effort. No more working nonstop or staying up late worried about money. You will encounter the divine transformation that transforms everything at this moment, which is God's time for you. Unthinkable wealth will be bestowed upon you, and you will quickly achieve what seemed unattainable. Imagine living a life free from the anxiety of work and the worry about your financial future. There will be no more rushing to get by. Your financial path will now be entirely God's responsibility. He's stepping in to provide for you in ways you can't even imagine, since He has seen your hardships, sleepless nights, and sacrifices. The never-ending pursuit must end. You don't have to worry about how you're going to make ends meet anymore. Your funds will now be managed by God, who has always been in charge. He will unlock doors you never even knew existed and guide you toward the best prospects. The resources you need will arrive to you without your having to work for them, whether via heavenly connections, new endeavors, or unexpected presence. You may now turn your attention to trust and relaxation. God is taking care of everything, so you may let go of your money worries. Your days of hardship are over. Now is the time to welcome the abundance He has planned for you and see how the benefits pour into your life without requiring you to put forth infinite effort. God is going to lead you on a trip to riches you've never even imagined. Wealth that transcends worldly belongings and offers happiness, freedom, and serenity. God is going to bless you in ways that will leave you speechless from now on. He is preparing you for a life that beyond your wildest expectations, whether it is in terms of material prosperity, significant possibilities, or personal development. Recall the moments when you felt hopeless and unable to find a way out of your difficulties. You could have even questioned whether you would succeed in life. Now, however, things are about to change. Beyond your wildest expectations, you have been selected for something far bigger. In addition to changing your life, the prosperity and success that are coming your way will enable you to bless others. Have faith in God's time. The wealth that awaits you is about more than simply money. It's about realizing your greater destiny. Your gift for being true throughout the difficulties is this heavenly metamorphosis. Your life will soon be a live example of God's love and plenty when His plan for you comes to pass. The time has come for you to begin breathing. Running oneself ragged is a thing of the past. You have been selected by God, and He is providing for you in unexpected ways. To bring you to this point, all of your hard work, long hours, and ceaseless effort were required. However, it's time for you to take a break, unwind, and have faith in the heavenly supply that will be provided for you. You've been carrying the weight of accountability for a long time, believing that it was all your fault. However, God is demonstrating to you that you are no longer need to bear it. He is taking control, and He has more than enough to cover all of your needs. Now, all you have to do is believe, trust, and relax. Your abundance will arrive soon. Recognize that God's plan is underway, and that you have been selected for a greater purpose. Hurrying, worrying, or chasing is not necessary. You already have the money you've been looking for, and it will come to you at His perfect time. Know that you are under God's care while you embrace this time of calm. Ordinary existence was never intended for you. God made you to be great, to have a destiny beyond your wildest dreams. You will rise above and walk in the fullness of the grandeur He has put before you. And your previous trials and tribulations were but stepping stones to this time. You could have been undervalued or even ridiculed by others. However, God has always recognized your grandeur, and now is the moment for it to be revealed. You were selected for a purpose greater than earning a livelihood. You were selected in order to change the world, change people's lives, and live abundantly in accordance with your greater calling. Living out the greatness that God has put inside you is more important than just having a lot of money. A life of mediocrity was never intended for you. It's time for you to take the leap into the remarkable. Never question that you are destined for this. God is bringing you to the glorious life for which you were always meant. You are nearing the conclusion of your struggles. You will no longer be constrained by the constraints of financial hardship. God is aware of the depths of your exhaustion, the times you wanted to give up, and the occasions you believed you were at your limit. Listen up, though. Those times are gone. Your every need is now being met by God. Your part is done. When it appeared impossible, you believed, you persevered, and you stayed loyal. It's time for God to lavishly provision for you. He will feed, support, and bless you beyond measure, just as He did for the Israelites in the desert. Have faith that your necessities will be satisfied, and that you will also feel a wealth that permeates every aspect of your life. Your hour of divine provision is now. You will enter a season of plenty as God provides for all of your needs and more. You will walk in the fullness of His gifts and have all that was before missing in your life restored. You are now in a position where God can lavish His favor on you, since your hardships have not been in vain. You've been awake at night worrying about money for far too long. You have been imprisoned by your dread of the unknown and your uncertainty about how you would make ends meet. However, you are being released today. Your financial situation is in God's hands. The days of worrying about how you'll cover costs or pay bills are past. You may now have complete faith in His life plan. This is a heavenly call to just trust and to stop worrying and trying. The scope of God's purpose is far greater than your concerns. You could not have asked for much more than what He has already provided for you. You will see opportunities present themselves, doors open, and the financial stability you've been seeking materialize as you put your faith in His plan. Accept the serenity that comes from knowing that God is in charge, and let go of your worries. A new era of financial security and prosperity awaits you now that the uncertainty is past. Have faith in the divine path that He has outlined for you, and see how everything comes together. There were moments when others made fun of you because of your socioeconomic status and questioned your capacity to overcome your circumstances. However, God has seen every remark and sneer, and He is going to reverse the trend. Soon, the same individuals who formerly questioned you will be amazed by what God has accomplished in your life. Everyone will pay attention when God opens the gates of heaven and showers you with His benefits. The people who formerly mocked your hardships will now appreciate and adore you for your courage and faith. There will be no denying your change, and it will be a powerful illustration of how amazing God's provision is. Your life will serve as a live example of God's provision throughout this time. Awe, respect, and adoration will take the place of the derision and skepticism. People will ask you how you got here, and your only response will be, "God did it." Breathe deeply and calm down. You're about to get everything you've been hoping for and worked for. Your money is now a reality, rather than simply a pipe dream. God is directing your life's circumstances to provide you with the prosperity you've desired. The days of struggling and working nonstop are past. Your part is done. It's time to relax and have faith. All you have to do is be ready to accept the wealth that is already on the horizon. The benefits, doors, and possibilities are on the horizon. Unwind and enjoy the tranquility that comes from knowing that your future is safe. God is arranging everything for you at this moment of divine favor. Rest certain that fortune and money are coming your way. It has already been given to you, so you don't need to seek it out any longer. Every tear you've cried, every hardship you've faced, and every time when you felt like you couldn't go on has been seen by God. He is intervening to put things right because He understands the gravity of the struggles you have endured. Your previous struggles weren't in vain. They helped you become ready for this particular time. The moment has come for a new beginning, one that is full of promise, hope, and plenty of benefits. The years of adversity have strengthened you, molded you, and strengthened your faith. God has always had a greater purpose, even if you may have questioned why things had to be so challenging. His flawless plan to lead you to a place of genuine transformation included those difficulties. He has never abandoned you in difficult times, and now He is prepared to raise you up into a time of joy and prosperity. A new chapter is beginning, and the suffering you have endured is behind you. It's time for you to rejuvenate and move forward into a future of success and divine provision. Have faith that God is guiding you toward the life you've always desired during this fresh start. The time has come for you to rise and embrace the blessing He has planned for you. The trials are over. Your life is coming to an end because of all of your hard work and striving. It's time to acknowledge that pursuing success alone was never intended for you. Your life has a greater purpose that involves walking in the abundance that God has already provided and having faith in His plan. When you stop trying to do it all on your own and instead place your trust in God, you'll begin to see that the struggles you've faced were simply preparation for the incredible purpose He has for you. Although your efforts were not in vain, it is now time to relinquish control and let God guide you in the way He has planned for you. His plan is far better than any of your own, and He will take you places you never thought possible. Trusting in God's purpose for your life is the key to unlocking true success and peace. No more trying to force things to happen. Let go of the need to control, and instead step into the flow of His divine provision. As you trust, you will see your life transformed in ways beyond your wildest dreams. It's time to put aside the anxiety, the fear, and the worry. Rest in the knowledge that you are chosen for greatness. God has seen your faithfulness, and now He is preparing to bless you beyond measure. This is not the time to strive or struggle. It's the time to rejoice and celebrate the blessings that are on their way to you. Imagine a life free from financial stress, a life where abundance flows effortlessly. This is the future that God is leading you into. He has chosen you for this moment, and He is about to pour out blessings that will take your breath away. All that you've dreamed of, all that you've hoped for, is about to manifest in your life. Take a moment to rejoice and thank God for what's coming. You may not see it now, but His plan is already in action. Your future is filled with financial benefits, happiness, and wealth. Trust that all you need is already being prepared for you, and in due time, you will walk in the fullness of God's provision. This is the moment when everything transforms. No longer will you need to deplete yourself with endless labor and struggle. The transition has started, and God is leading you into a season of heavenly provision. The days of depending only on your own work are past. From now on, God will be the one who meets all your needs. You may have worked relentlessly in the past, but now it's time to let go of that load. God's supply is more than enough to fulfill every need and beyond your expectations. No longer will you have to depend on your own power or resources. Divine riches will come into your life in ways that will amaze you. Embrace this transformation with open arms. Trust in God's perfect time and provision. As you relax and rest in His promises, you will observe your life being changed. This is the time when you stop working so hard and start accepting the gifts that God has already provided for you. Your future is filled with financial riches. This is not simply wishful thinking. It's God's plan for you. From now on, you will no longer have to worry about how to make ends meet. God has already put in action the road to financial success. All you need to do is trust Him and watch as He opens doors and provides for you in ways you never dreamed. The prosperity and success that await you are part of God's perfect plan. This is a season of blessing, and it's time to enter into it with full trust and confidence. From now on, His hand will guide you at every turn, bringing you to the possibilities, resources, and financial stability you've been looking for. You have a better future than you ever imagined. Having enough of money is a given, not simply a want. Rest in God's provision. Have faith in His plan and know that your financial breakthrough is imminent. He has planned a prosperous, tranquil, and joyful future for you. The job hunt, the never-ending applications, the never-ending interviews, all of this is coming to an end. You may now let go of your worries and your desire to work, since God has already started the process of your future. It's time to put your faith in Him to take charge of your money and career. You no longer need to look for it or fight for it. You won't need to work hard to make things happen, since God is putting the proper opportunity in front of you. God is bringing your future to you via heavenly connections, new endeavors, or unanticipated rewards. You will no longer have to search for the job. It will now come to you naturally. Have faith in His time and direction. Give up trying to dictate your own destiny and trust that God is in control. He is providing you with opportunities that you would not have been able to get on your own. The one who knows you best will provide for all of your needs, and your future is safe. Let God guide you. Be calm and have faith. The days of never-ending struggle are past. You are in a position to succeed divinely right now. Something unexpected is going to change in your life. Everything that has happened to you up to this point has been a part of God's plan to lead you to this point. Your achievement was always planned by God and never came from your own efforts. You could have felt for years that success was constantly eluding you, just when you thought you were getting near. However, God has been setting you up for a moment like today, when everything falls into place and success comes naturally. The basis for the grandeur you are about to enter has been laid by all of your hard work, tears, and disappointments. It's time to accept the surety of your success and let go of your fear of failing. This is about God's hand working in your life to bring you into a season of thriving, not merely about chance or luck. Every previously closed door will suddenly open wide in front of you, and everything that once tough will now look simple. God is now setting you up to achieve the success that was always intended for you, since you were always meant for greater. The battle is finished, and you are about to experience not just success, but heavenly, unstoppable success that will permanently change your life. Now is the moment to seize what has been set aside for you. One of the most difficult things to accomplish is to trust the process, particularly when the results aren't apparent right away. Hear me out though. Your plenty is already en route. Everything you've been hoping for, praying for, and working for is coming together just so. Have faith that God's plan for your life is being carried out, even if you aren't able to see it now. You had moments of uncertainty and questioned if things would ever change. You could have even wondered whether you were acting morally. However, have faith that everything has been set up for this divinely provided occasion. God's timing is always flawless and never late. What you need is getting ready for you, and it will soon come in unexpected ways. Even if the road to your prosperity wasn't always straightforward, every step was essential to your development and readiness. Your character has been shaped by every adversity, struggle, and closed door, preparing you for the success that lies ahead. God is now going to open new doors for you, giving you the riches and chances that will improve your life. Keep in mind that you are currently experiencing plenty. Continue to go ahead with faith, have confidence in the promises, and trust the process. You will eventually see the amazing benefits that have been awaiting you. Your faith and confidence in God will be reflected in your life. The time of waiting is done. After waiting and persevering, your moment has finally arrived. Now is the moment for you to take center stage and shine with the brightness that God has given you. This pivotal moment, when the doors to success, prosperity, and purpose open wide before you, is the result of years of waiting and faith. You could have thought that nothing was occurring during the waiting period, and that you were caught in a never-ending loop of uncertainty. However, God was preparing you for a breakthrough that would alter everything in the background. Every waiting period was a preparation period that bolstered your determination and strengthened your faith. It's time to rise, shine, and walk in the fullness of what God has planned for you, now that the waiting is ended. You can have the success, the money, and the possibilities. It's time to accept the life that has always been destined for you, because your breakthrough is occurring right now. Instead of seeing the time you spent waiting as a waste, consider it as the fertile ground that prepared you for the gifts that would soon be abundant in your life. As God creates fresh and incredible opportunities for your future, take a bold step forward and know that now is your moment to shine. God Himself has prepared an inheritance, and it is waiting for you. You are now entering your heavenly heritage, a legacy of prosperity, well-being, and achievement reserved just for you. This is about getting everything that God has promised you in every aspect of your life, not simply about having financial prosperity. You could have believed for a long time that you weren't worthy of the plenty that others seem to possess, or that the gifts were intended for someone else. However, God affirms, you are worthy. You are chosen. Your birthright is now within your grasp rather than only a distant fantasy. During this season, God will fulfill all of His promises to you. You are inheriting the Most High in the same way that a kid inherits from their parents. Now is your moment to take possession of the future that has been promised to you, one that is full of plenty, tranquility, and meaning. You may now claim the success and money you previously believed were unattainable. Have faith that everything you need has already been provided by God. Recognize your right to this heavenly heritage and go forth with trust. Accept the wealth that is on its way to you and confidently enter the life that God has planned for you. Now is the moment to claim your benefits. You are going to be showered with benefits beyond measure, blessings so plentiful that they will be beyond your wildest expectations. You will be amazed by the abundance of love and generosity that God is pouring into your life. And He will bless you in ways that you could never have predicted. This overflow refers to having an excess of all you need, not just material prosperity. Your job, relationships, purpose, and health will all be impacted by God's blessings. Previously, rare things will suddenly be plentiful. You will get an overwhelming amount of what you have prayed for. God intends for you to have an abundant life. He wants you to flourish rather than merely get by, whether it's in the form of unanticipated cash windfalls, new possibilities, or gifts of joy and serenity. The abundance of blessings will arrive in ways that will astound you. Your life will soon reach heights you never imagined thanks to God. Prepare for the spillover. This time of heavenly plenty is the result of your patience and preparation. Not only will the benefits meet your needs, but they will also overflow, enabling you to bless others. You are going to get a full measure of God's abundance throughout this season. Prepare for doors that you were unaware existed to open. God is going to open doors for you that you never would have thought possible. Doorways that will lead to benefits and opportunities that will be beyond your wildest expectations. These doors have been specifically created for you and your destiny. They are heavenly. Years may have passed as you knocked on doors in the hopes of a breakthrough that never materialized. However, you won't have to keep trying to open the doors that God is opening. God has already prepared the path for you, so these doors will open wide on their own. It's impossible to imagine what lies beyond these doors. You will now have access to opportunities that previously seemed unattainable, including new connections, professional progress, financial success, and personal development. Behind these doors lies everything you've been longing for. Have faith that God is aware of your particular needs and when they will arise. Walk with trust through these holy doors when they open, knowing that God's providence will safeguard your future. These doors will open your life to amazing blessings and take you to places you've only ever dreamt about. Your life has entered a new phase that will transform everything and bring you money and success. In this new season, which will be characterized by unparalleled chances and financial benefits, everything changes. What was previously challenging becomes simple, and your financial breakthrough is no longer a question of if, but rather when. Now, what seemed unattainable will become your new normal. God is going to work in ways you have never seen before, bringing about wealth that will continue for generations to come, opening doors and generating possibilities. It's time for your trust to be repaid since you have been dependable throughout the difficult times. God will provide for you in ways you never would have thought possible, and wealth and success will come to you naturally. This is about a whole change in your life, including your relationships, job, and health. And it's not only about changing your financial situation. Be confident as you enter this new season. Accept the money and success that are being bestowed upon you. Your dreams will come true during this season, and you will see God's kindness in all facets of your life. The abundance you've ever desired is now within your grasp, and your future is more promising than ever. God always has the right time. Even if you may have wondered when your financial breakthrough will occur, have faith that it is occurring now. Everything you have ever dreamed of is going to come true, and it will happen at the exact moment, God's perfect timing. In order to make sure that your breakthrough would occur at the most convenient time for you, God orchestrated the waiting, the delays, and the uncertainty. He understands precisely what you need and when to provide it to you. Your financial breakthrough has come at the perfect time, and you're about to enter a prosperous season. No more speculating about if or when it will occur. The doors of success, prosperity, and opportunity are being opened by God and are now approaching you. Have faith that this breakthrough is about more than simply your money. It's about everything working out for you at the right time. Recognize that God's timing is perfect and welcome this season with open arms. There is no delay in your breakthrough. You are going to feel the outpouring of His benefits in your life, and it is exactly on time. The secret to obtaining everything that God has given you is faith. You create the opportunity for miracles and blessings to flood your life when you believe in His plan and His capacity to deliver. Knowing that God is working for you even when you can't see it is the strength of faith. Now more than ever, you should have trust that God will fulfill your dreams, even if you have questioned them or wondered whether they would ever come true. Your faith has only grown stronger as a result of the difficulties and disappointments you have encountered. Now is the moment for your faith to produce real benefits. Confidence is respected by God, and people who have confidence in His promises are rewarded. God is able to fulfill your wishes. The amazing ideas He has for you are much greater than anything you could have ever dreamed about. Put your confidence in Him, have faith in His timetable, and see how He fulfills your aspirations in ways you never would have imagined. You might anticipate the impossible to become feasible when you have faith, which is a tremendous force. You will see the fulfillment of God's promises and get rewards beyond your wildest expectations as long as you keep putting your faith in Him for your future.